Imagine this. You step into a fight, whether it's in the ring, on the street, or in a situation you never expected. You throw a punch, but before it even lands, your opponent has already slipped past it, countered, and you're on the ground before you realize what just happened. Now ask yourself honestly, was it because they were stronger? No. Was it because they were smarter? Not always. The brutal truth is this. They had sharper reflexes than you. Their body reacted before their brain even had time to think, and that's what made the difference between winning and losing. And here's the part nobody tells you: reflexes aren't just some gift you're born with. They're not some magical superpower reserved for elite athletes or martial arts masters. Reflexes are trained. They are built. They are sharpened until your body becomes a machine that reacts in split seconds faster than your conscious mind ever could. Once you understand this, you realize something terrifying. The person with the fastest reflexes almost always controls the fight. Think about predators in nature. The lion doesn't win because it's the heaviest, it wins because it reacts faster than its prey can escape. A cobra doesn't survive because it's the biggest snake. It survives because its strike is almost impossible to dodge. Fighting works the same way. The fighter with faster reflexes makes their opponent look clumsy, slow, predictable. And here's the sinister truth: most fighters never actually train reflexes the right way. They waste years building muscle, practicing combinations, or memorizing fancy techniques. But when the real test comes, they freeze. Their brain gets stuck in hesitation, while the one with trained reflexes strikes without thought. That's why mastering reflexes isn't optional. It's the single greatest weapon you can develop. You could be smaller, weaker, even less experienced. But if your reflexes are sharper, you'll always have the edge. Your opponent throws a jab, and before they even finish extending their arm, your counter has already landed. They try to grab you, and your body instinctively reacts before your brain even processes danger. To them, it looks like you're reading their mind, but in reality, it's just reflex mastery. Now, here's where most people sabotage themselves. They think reflexes are just about speed drills or reaction games on their phone. That's why they never progress beyond average. If you really want superhuman reflexes so sharp they feel almost unfair, you need to rewire the nervous system, train your body to respond automatically under pressure, and condition your mind so hesitation simply doesn't exist. This isn't just about training. It's about programming your body like a weapon. And in this video, I'm going to expose the 5 hidden secrets that almost nobody is using. These are methods that can give you such an edge that opponents will feel like they're moving in slow motion. But be warned, once you learn these, you'll never look at fighting the same way again. Secret 1. Nervous system reprogramming. Most fighters believe reflexes are about the muscles. They're wrong. Reflexes don't come from the muscles, they come from the nervous system. Think of it like this. Your body is just the hardware, but your nervous system is the software running the program. If the software is slow, the hardware doesn't matter. That's why you can be strong, you can be fast, but still lose to someone who looks weaker because their nervous system is simply firing faster. The way to reprogram it is through drills that bypass conscious thought, shadow drills with unpredictable movements, mirror reaction exercises, and sudden stimulus training, like reacting to random visual or auditory cues. Train your body to move before your brain interferes. You're rewiring the nervous system so it reacts automatically, like a computer receiving a command. The longer you train this way, the faster those neural pathways fire, until your responses become instant. This is why some fighters look like they're predicting the future they're not. They've just reprogrammed their nervous system to skip hesitation. 2. The reflex muscle. Here's the mind-blowing truth: building muscle can actually slow you down if you're not careful. Why? Because the bigger the muscle, the more energy it takes to contract, and the more your brain tries to control the movement consciously. That's why bulky fighters often look robotic. They've trained strength but neglected reflex speed. To master superhuman reflexes, you need to train your body to disconnect reflex actions from conscious muscular effort. Light, fast, explosive drills are key. For example, using minimal resistance bands for snap punches, rapid hand taps with a partner, or even catching random falling objects trains your muscles to respond instantly without overthinking. Your body learns to prioritize speed over raw strength in reflex moments. Once this disconnect happens, you'll notice something scary. Your movements feel effortless. as if your body is fighting on autopilot while your conscious mind just watches. That's the state true reflex masters live in. Secret 3. Sensory expansion training. Reflexes aren't just about speed, they're about perception. You can only react as fast as you detect the threat. If your senses are dull, you'll always be late. This is why elite fighters often talk about feeling their opponent's movement before it happens. It's not mystical, it's sensory training. You need to expand your sensory awareness. Train your peripheral vision by focusing on a single point while reacting to movements at the edge of your sight. Train your auditory reflexes by responding instantly to random claps, clicks, or sounds from behind you. Even touch sensitivity drills like reacting when your partner lightly brushes your arm can massively improve your ability to pick up on attacks. The goal here is to widen the net of your awareness so threats don't surprise you. With practice, you'll start picking up micro-signals, tiny shifts in weight, slight muscle twitches that reveal the attack before it even begins. That's when opponents accuse you of having spider senses. Secret 4. Reflex conditioning under pressure. Most people train reflexes in calm, controlled settings, and then wonder why they freeze in a real fight. Reflexes must be conditioned under pressure, when adrenaline is high and fear tries to hijack your body. If you don't train this way, all your drills collapse the moment you're under stress. So how do you fix this? You simulate chaos. You train with distractions, with noise, with random attacks thrown when you least expect them. You let your partner come at you aggressively, forcing your body to respond in survival mode. At first, your reflexes will stutter, but over time, your nervous system adapts. The adrenaline that once froze you now fuels you. When the real fight comes, your body is already conditioned. It reacts instinctively, not nervously. This is how you turn raw reflex training into combat reflex mastery. It's the difference between being good in the gym and deadly in the street. Secret 5. The elimination of hesitation. Here's the most dangerous secret of all. Reflexes aren't just physical, they're psychological. The greatest killer of reflex speed isn't your body, it's hesitation. That tiny moment when your brain says, "Should I block or should I move?" is the exact moment you get hit. Fighters who lose don't always lose because they're slow, they lose because they hesitate. The only way to eliminate hesitation is through conditioning responses until they bypass choice. For example, every time someone moves toward you with their lead hand, your body instantly slips or parries without waiting for approval from your brain. Every time you feel contact, your counter fires automatically. These automatic programs must be drilled until they are second nature, so there's no thinking gap. Once hesitation is erased, you'll notice your body feels like it reacts in zero time. To your opponent, it's terrifying you're not thinking, you're just doing. And that's the moment when reflex mastery becomes superhuman. So now you know the secrets, the 5 hidden truths that can turn anyone into a human weapon with reflexes faster than the eye can follow. But here's the thing, knowledge alone isn't enough. Are you actually going to apply this? Are you going to train like you mean it? Or are you just going to watch this and tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow"? I want to know, after hearing these secrets, which one shook you the most? Was it the idea that hesitation kills faster than punches? Or the way your nervous system can be reprogrammed to move before your brain even thinks? Drop a comment right now and tell me what shocked you. And here's a challenge. If you're serious about mastering superhuman reflexes, type, "I'm ready" in the comments, and I'll make sure you never look at fighting the same way again. Don't just scroll by. This is the kind of knowledge that separates the ordinary from the unstoppable.